Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Terra Firma, Disco, Season 3, Episode 9. What you think?
I think Discovery is back to pumping out good episodes here.
Yeah, I feel this really kind of was its own episode. It's going to be its own two-parter. They'll sprinkle in a little bit of the storyline where we're kind of expecting to develop the plot, but
yeah,
this is back to the Mirror Universe. It's like tradition, two episodes in the Mirror Universe.
Sure, why not? Why not, Jeff? No, I thought this episode was way better. I'm very interested in where we're going with this.
You know, you only sound optimistic because of Killy. Let's just be honest.
I got 4 words for you, Jeff. Sexy, mirror, captain, Tilly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got
That's
3
what
for
we're
you.
about
Lick
over
her
here.
boots.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Hello, Captain.
So the intro starts out with Zora being mentioned. I was like, ooh, we haven't forgotten apparently.
Yes, we remember this.
Yeah, we probably should have went back a few.
The computer's good for movie night and good for finding 5% cures.
Why do you trust this computer? Well, it made the crew feel better.
Yeah, it recommended some old movies.
Yeah, some really, really old movies. Still disappointed. Why didn't they watch Starship Troopers? Come on. Cronenberg, Time Soldier, Lieutenant Commander Yor. Nice uniform.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I don't know. They're going all out with this episode. We're getting hacking Kelvin universe references.
Yes, we did.
Oof.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
The only time I like to enjoy the Kelvin universe, Chris, is when I'm already in there watching, Carl Urban do his McCoy, and then it's like, I'm okay with this then. But when we talk about it connecting, I'm not okay.
I mean, it has to connect. I'm sort of wondering, because they say moving through universes and moving through time will mess you up. So are we saying that's what ended up killing Prime Spock? Like, did he die early because of that? Ooh. And was this affecting the Romulan crew at all, or does this not count for them so much because they sort of spawned their own universe when they moved over?
Well, I mean, Prime Spock was old.
Prime Spock was definitely old.
Like TOS era, still around in TNT era, and then like, when did the Romulan Star stuff happen? Like 10 years before Picard?
Yeah,
so
in the movies.
He was pretty up there anyways. And he was trying to save it, Chris. So, yeah, I'm going to say he died of old age. They could have gave that to Quinto and just be like, oh yeah, he died of some horrible disease. Like started phasing in and out.
Yeah,
really
yeah. So I think we said in the last episode that whole the funky stuff that was coming out of Georgiou's face must have been just the scanner, but no, that was literally happening because you see it happening to her more, and it was like her hands phasing through things, except when she needs to bully Tilly. When she needs to bully Tilly, her hand works just fine.
Well, it's like the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze. When you concentrate, even with anger, it works.
I'm proud of you, Ep9.
You know something, Sam? I don't care if you're proud of me. You stay away from me from now on. What is that nut gonna do with it? She can't even buy underwear, nothing. I hate you. Leave me alone. Never talk to me again.
Go to Danis 5 for the cure because Zorius is like, hey, 5% chance. Why not? Admiral Vance gives
better than
permission. 0. If you talk to the Admiral, he's all like, yeah, I got a billion things on the back burner, 15 fires to put out, but you guys go ahead. We'll be fine.
All right. I'll authorize it. Providing Commander Burnham can answer a question for me.
Yes, sir.
Will you really be able to let her go when it comes down to it?
No, to go save your crew member that's evil.
Yeah, I like that he's giving Saru advice because Saru needs it. And it's good advice. Like if your crew member's drowning, and you don't help them, you're gonna lose your crew. They're gonna lose faith in you. Yeah. But Georgiou, I mean,
yes, that's good advice for everyone but Georgiou, who again we have no reason to care about. So I've been saying this before, the character is very well written. The character is very well acted, and the character is very interesting, but does not belong on this show. Like, this is not a good Star Trek character. And it's obnoxious because her whole thing with Cronenberg has actually been some of the more compelling stuff this season. But she just doesn't make sense being on a Starfleet ship, or at least she doesn't make sense being on a Starfleet ship and the crew tolerating her.
Yeah, it's not like they've actually acknowledged the fact that she helped them with Leland and that like she's been an asset to them or anything like that. Like, she is kind of a one-man wrecking machine when it comes to she went down on that planet to save Saru and Tilly.
I hate what she represents. It's like, oh, the stupid idealists need to be saved by the hard-nosed, violent militaristic lady or whatever. Like, that's not a Star Trek message. That's not what we're doing here.
Yeah, no, they haven't built her up with the crew for me to think that the crew would care. In fact, even in the mess hall, they kind of show that the crew doesn't like her.
No, yeah, she's eating alone, and then she gets soup, or no, she soups Tilly.
Yeah. Tilly had it coming. But yeah, to say that she's not a Star Trek character, or that she doesn't belong in the show. Well, a lot of the things in this show don't belong in the show, like a cadet first officer, Chris. I'm sorry, but
that's dumb. That's dumb. No, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's not dumb.
A captain that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but is captain of our main ship here. I mean, come on.
You forgot to reinitiate.
No, I didn't.
You pause the algorithm when you put in a new storage array. You need to restart it again. See? Right here.
Get a little bit of Adira and Stamets chatting about the algorithm. That later leads to them unlocking a Kelpian doctorship thing where it's in the nebula and it's distress calls sent out over and over. Saru seems pretty infatuated with her.
And apparently this was some sort of dilithium nursery in the nebula there. So, man, it's these Kelpians that broke everything. I guess.
Slight makeup change. That outfit totally made me think that she was going to tell us that we're all connected and their genetic structures are the center of the universe.
Yeah, right. Like the precursor lady.
Burnham and Georgiou, they fight a little bit. Georgiou wants her to kill her, doesn't want to deal with the disease. There's some good messages here, like, don't give up just because it's hopeless and you have a 5% chance. Let's go down the planet. They beam down.
Do the thing. Also, there's a surprising amount of bladed weaponry in Discovery's rec room.
I assumed that was hers. I
guess, but it's
like
just
her own
there,
private
man.
psycho room. I do like that they beamed down and then had to walk, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I know why they did that for TV, but it's like your beam down coordinates are here. Now walk for 30 minutes. Why?
Yeah. You could tell me that there's some ionized stuff in the ground that keeps you from beaming to the direct spot.
That's usually what they do. There's some ionizing or fragranting, and we got to do the thing.
No, it's you fuckers need to walk in the snow for a bit. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. I was just reading about you. Emperor Georgiou dies horribly painful death.
And then we meet Carl, Chris. We meet Carl.
Oh man, so this is where the show got really interesting. So I initially thought we were going for Q here. I mean,
even though I gave you the Garden of Forever hint.
I know.
Picture on the bottom of our last.
I know, but come on. This random guy just appears out of nowhere, and he's cracking terrible jokes, and he's got a magic door, and he's like, "My name." So I'm like, "Oh, Carl." Oh. But then he was a Guardian of Forever, which is also really, really cool. So I will allow this.
Yeah, I was expecting to be a lot more upset by this, by some of the people that were upset about it. But I'm just like, wow, this. They didn't even say Guardian of Forever. His voice wasn't as cool, and his portal sucked.
What are you?
I am the Guardian of Forever.
Are you machine or being?
I am both, and neither.
Oh no, his portal's dope.
You didn't even get to see. You didn't even get to see the different things in the portal.
No.
The only cool thing you got is your newspaper articles.
Yeah, we got to talk about this newspaper. All right, so the newspaper is the Star Dispatch, which is one that was used as a prop in Hollywood, like around the 60s a lot. It would just be your generic prop newspaper, be the Star Dispatch. So that is the same one from the Guardian of Forever episode. I should really remember that. The City on the Edge of Forever, one of the most famous Star Trek episodes of all time. Yes, thank you, Chris. So that was the one that you saw in that episode with Edith Keeler. On the back of the newspaper is literally a review of Edith Keeler's Soup Kitchen. And it's got Edith Keeler's "Let me help" quote that Kirk tells her is even more cherished than "I love you." It's just good stuff. These are all really strong references to the Guardian of Forever. It's also got things about supernova threatens the Takan Empire, and the Takan Empire being the one from the last Outpost where Riker was dealing with those Ferengi with the stupid energy whips.
You work with your females, arm them, and force them to wear clothing. Sickening.
I think some people guessed that might have been a Guardian of Forever too. That was a little bit of a fan theory going on there.
Pretty sure we got Armin Sherman in that episode as a Ferengi.
Yes, I think he's apologized for what he did to the Ferengi species in that episode. Someone did that was in that first one.
He redeemed
real bad. Yes, he did. Yeah, if it was him, he definitely redeemed them. And there's another little blurb. USS Jenolan goes missing, and that was the ship that crashes into the Dyson sphere and has Scotty on it. Yeah, Easter eggs galore. So this guy is into some good stuff, Mr. Carl here.
I wonder if Mike McMahon made that newspaper article.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, hey guys, here's some references. Whoosh.
This is ridiculous. We're going back to Discovery.
No, whatever comes. At least I'll die standing on my feet. Wait, no time. Philippa. God, Michael, know when to shut the hell up.
She goes through a door, Chris. A door. Which takes her to the mirror universe.
Door with.
And it's the day that Lorca betrays her.
Yeah.
And I can think of nothing else significant.
There's a sexy mirror, Captain Tilly over there. Oh boy.
Yeah, you're excited about that, are you? I'm excited.
That is my favorite sexy mirror captain.
You know, I thought I'd be excited to see a Burnham that didn't cry. So like, finally, Mirror Burnham. She's not going to cry. She's going to be all bitchy and evil. But like, her bitchy evil face was so annoying. It was just like the same face. It was like obvious that she's like
very
lying
pouty
and
betrayal.
she's gonna betray her, and it's just like. It was like so pouty.
No, I like her. Anytime Sonequa Martin Green gets to do something different with Burnham, I generally like, because I feel like I see the same goddamn thing out of Burnham every time, which is again more on the writers than her. But Drugs Burnham was fun. Vulcan Burnham was fun, and I can deal with evil Burnham, sure.
Maybe it was my expectations. Mirror Universe, sexy, slutty Burnham. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, someone needs to take the Kira role, right?
This is the day we christened the Charon. This is the day Lorca betrays me. He's plotting a coup. As you are aware.
Yeah, you know what? Where we are, I know we didn't see him this episode, but we better see Connor in the next fucking episode.
Yeah, that's your boy.
He's alive.
That's your boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone watching this remembers Connor, but he's the ensign that keeps dying.
Hey, he was up in rank on that other one, and he was gonna hook up with your Tilly.
Oh, was
he was flirting with her, and then she's just like, "Nah, I killed
no,
you." But
that's illegal.
Yeah, and he did die.
That's illegal.
We also got to see Rekha Sharma's return as Landry. That was cool to see her. So like, I was just like, who else are we going to see? Who else? And it's just like, we need to see Lorca.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what you want to see. You want to see sexy mirror Captain Lorca. That's what you're about.
Well, he was always sexy mirror Captain Lorca.
He was, but you want to see him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe. Oh, you know what would be amazing if they find regular Lorca over there, because the Baran's got to do his thing, and then they'll swap
Yeah,
spots or whatever.
I'm not sure where the time actually lines up on that. I don't really remember. Is he already Prime Lorca in this time that Georgiou's gone back to?
No, because the day he betrays her, that's when his ship makes a run for it, and then he transfers over universes.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
Prime Lorca should come back, and then she could find him and be like, "Hey, come back with me," and he could get back to Discovery.
Ava. Her name was Ava. And I liked her. But you know how it is. Somebody better came along.
We get Prime Lorca.
No, that would just kill him. That would just kill him the same, though.
But
no,
he's not.
because he'd be Prime Lorca. Oh,
He'd be Prime.
okay. Okay.
They jump time. He could jump time.
All right.
And
and then he can just be captain.
Yeah. He could be like,
Just be captain.
"Thanks for warming my chair."
Yeah, thanks for holding my chair, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh man, what would Prime Lorca's attitude even be? Would he just be the biggest? Would he just be the biggest bro? Like, he'd be like, "Thanks for holding my chair, bro. You're doing this awesome job. You know, you're just killing it. But I got to step in here." Like,
I have a feeling because they generally go extreme opposites. He'd be very regulation.
Very right. Okay.
And you know what? He'd probably be like, "Sarah Meach, yeah, Lieutenant Nielsen, I like your regulations. You're my first officer."
Yeah, good job, quotes.
Yeah. Well, now that I fantasy booked the Discovery here.
Different universe, yet somehow the same people had a way to find each other. The strongest argument I've ever seen for the existence of destiny.
Yeah, so we're seeing Georgiou run around the universe. We know what's going to happen this day. And she's coming off a little soft because, Discovery has rubbed off on her.
She's too soft for the mirror universe, too
and
hardcore for the Prime.
And we're really seeing that in this episode. She's not even soft to like normal Prime Burnham. She's just like, "Oh, I killed my mother. No, I don't like you. Oh, that's bullshit. That's not true." Like, even if she's lying and covering it, she still lies and covers it. And this is just like, "No, let's not kill her. I like her.
We're not even going to kill Saru. She doesn't even want to eat Saru anymore."
Well, you know what? She hasn't had
Although that was a good choice.
Hair in a while. And that was actually strategically, like, I don't think it was even thought of, but like strategically, he's got all Burnham's secrets. So
Yeah.
They might be like, "Oh yeah, you're being weak," but no, like she just made a smart strategic decision there. Like,
There are worlds the slaves are privy to that even I cannot enter. So let me ask you, why is my daughter betraying me? What am I missing?
And she's still got some stabs in her. Like, she took Stamets right out.
Yeah, I liked Stamets doing theater as he would. And
of course, coming to us from Rent.
Him dying though, like that throws off the mirror universe timeline now, because he's supposed to be Mushroom Stamets. Be all weird later.
Yeah, so she is definitely altering the past. So I'm wondering if we're going to do some same kind of Guardian of Forever stuff where she comes back and I guess Hitler's lost and she just can't deal with Hitler losing, so she's got to go back and fix everything. Or whatever her version of that's going to be.
Well, we've already seen that she's changed the timeline, which means Connor might not die.
But that just means there's room for him to die again.
Yeah. Well, he will always die every time he appears. I think I'm going to see him in the next episode, and then they're going to kill him.
You gotta go tweet at your boy.
Yeah. Like, you better be in the next episode to die again. We get to see her ship. This is the same day as the christening of her ship too. And her ship's cool.
It's it's always been pretty kick-ass. It's like a little sun in the middle of it. Hell yeah.
That's power.
That is power.
Like, what's this run on? Solar energy.
Yes, solar powered ship. Green energy, people.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about the fact that ship exists, granted this is the mirror universe, but in this timeline, that's old Discovery time. Then in 900 years in the future,
wasn't
the
that
Federation
like
can come up with something like that?
They got the Voyager J, bro.
Yeah. It probably got lost again. We know that.
Yeah. But wasn't it like a big giant spore thing? Wasn't that what the Charon was doing?
Yeah, they were working on their spore stuff. I don't think they had figured
it was a spore
out.
thing.
I think when our Stamets got there, he was all like, Mushroom Stamets is like, "Hey, I want your secrets."
I
was master of that trash heap. And now I'm nothing.
So after 100,000 very obvious looks from Burnham, Georgiou calls her out on her shit and decides not to kill her. Throws her in an agonizing booth.
Mm-hmm. We'll see where that goes. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the episode, Chris. What you think?
Mm-hmm. Exactly, mirror, Captain Taylor. No, yeah, I thought this was a pretty good episode. Final thoughts. Yeah, we had a big misstep a couple episodes ago, but I'm back to being very interested in where this is going. You know what? You're right. This is a complete left turn, and it has nothing to do with the burn or dilithium or anything like that. I mean, maybe it will somehow. But even though I don't think this character really belongs in Star Trek, she's still probably the most compelling character we're doing. Like, I wish she wasn't here and someone else was doing compelling things, but Georgiou's been the focus of a lot of stuff I've really liked this season. Just from, I guess, a good writing and entertainment perspective, not necessarily a good Star Trek perspective. But I'm very interested in this story now. I'm very interested in this Guardian of Forever guy. I guess I'm interested in seeing what she changes, or maybe this is just all in her head or something like that, but that wouldn't fix her illness. So I assume she's actually traveled through dimensions and time and all that kind of stuff. So
Is this the cure?
Goodness gracious, is she sick?
No,
This is the chance.
Now there is an answer.
Is this just the moral lesson for her? Be like, hey, maybe go to your universe and don't be such a dick.
Yeah. I guess. But
he did warn her that the bracelet wasn't the
this,
only way to die.
Yes. Yeah. Well, someone's already tried to kill her. So, but yeah, I guess it just fixes her illness by putting her back where she's supposed to be.
She's not gonna stay there though.
No.
This was the episode, man. I don't know what to say about it. I think I'll wait for the second part to see where we're going with this.
All right.
Yeah,
see where we land.
It does show from the trailer that they do touch a bit on the signal. And Saru, we get to see them kind of working on stuff. I don't know how we're jumping back and forth. It really just felt like the Georgiou show after we jumped through the door.
Yeah, well, that was the way more interesting part. I guess I don't really know why Saru's being a little sneaky. It kind of feels like he's being sneaky, like just, we'll not tell the Admiral about this until a little later. And like that always goes great. Yeah, that's always a great plan.
Well, he's doing that because then the Admiral can be like, bust you down to first officer or lower so that Lorca can take your spot.
Yes, we brought back another captain from the past, and we're just going to throw him in there because we're the past ship. You remember us? We're from the past. Yeah.
We're not going to put new people on your ship and help you adjust to the time. No, that's crazy.
No, we don't do that.
I don't like that, they're talking to, Saru's talking to Book, and he's just like, hey, your moment will come where you can prove yourself like mine did. You just have to be patient for it. Book has proved himself several times. Discovery would be dead right now if not for Book getting them out of that parasitic ice.
Yeah.
He also got the black box for them, put himself in prison to do it. Like,
yeah. I don't think he put himself in prison to do it. I think he got imprisoned in the process of doing it.
There was one way to do it.
Okay.
But no, he's put his life on the line a lot for them and saved their asses. So I don't think there's a moment that needs to come. I think it's there.
So you want me to sit back, relax, and read the field manual?
You may find it informative.
Exciting.
When we first arrived, I too was eager to assist.
Yeah, probably.
But
we'll be getting that. Yeah. This sort of means we'll be getting more Book, though.
Yeah. The way he's talking to Saru, though, it's just like he wants him to like read the manual and be like, we're gonna give you like a Wesley uniform or something, and you'll be part of the crew.
Yes, give that man a Wesley sweater. Yeah. Get him in there. Do it.
And then next it will be Grudge.
The Wesley sweater is literally just hazing. Like that's what it is.
Georgiou could just hang out with Book when she gets back, and they could start their own little. We don't quite fit into Discovery crew on the other ship, and just be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna do side missions that become Section 31.
Yeah. No, book's not section 31.
No, he's too
Book's
cool for
better
that.
than that,
But
yeah.
I thought Tyler was too cool for that too. But
Mm-hmm.
look what happened to Tyler. Every
Now he's dead.
Every interesting part of you, Tyler, was the fact that you were two different people, and you were well. That stopped pretty quickly. Yeah, we just did a surgery and killed that.
Yeah.
Storylines, cutting them off. Right now, we're gonna cut off that Georgiou storyline where she's evil. She's gonna go back to being the regular Philippa.
Emperor.
Thank you, Captain.
I think that about covers it. You know, I guess we're gonna end up having more to say once we actually see the part 2 and where they're going with this. But I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty interested in what they're putting out. Definitely looking forward to next week.
Yeah. Well, until then, thanks for watching.
See ya.